Did you know that up until 1986, the Outer Hebrides had the world record for the windiest place? To get there by boat, you must sail across the Minch sea area with extremely unpredictable weather patterns. Your reward is breathtaking landscapes, rich history and a diverse wildlife. Join us as we set sail across the Minch to the Outer Hebrides.
So we left Gearlock this morning. We didn't get to film it. The skipper was super ready and I wasn't quite ready. I hadn't set the camera and off we went. But it was a beautiful bit of mooring coming out, so it's a shame you didn't see it. We are heading out, as I said, of Gearlock towards the Outer Hebrides. We're heading towards Tarbert, which I'm really excited about because I've never been to Tarbert and we've never been to the Outer Hebrides. Sorry, there's a boat there. I need to take it off standby. So having never been, we're quite excited. Everybody says it's beautiful out there, quite remote, beautiful white sandy beaches, which I can't wait to see. And today's weather is just super for this crossing. We're not going to get much sailing in, I don't think, but the sea state is so calm that it's going to work out in our favour. We're going to be able to go across quite easily, and the piece of water we're crossing called the Minch can be quite variable. It can kick up in the middle particularly quite badly, quite quickly. So this, we think, is really good weather for our first crossing, so we can see what it's like out there, give us a better judgment next time we go. I am just coming into what can only be described as the mother lode of lobster pots. And this boat is now in front of me. Sorry, I need to change direction again. I am losing my focus because I'm thinking about this boat in front of me who appears to be laying pots. And I'm weaving around like a crazy thing trying to avoid him and the pots and the shallow water off to our port side, but I think we're okay now. Anyway, that's where we're going, and it's going to be really, really good. I think going to spend probably about a week over there before we think about moving. We might move along the coast while we're there, but I think we're going to stay in that general direction. Gearlock Tarbert is on the Isle of Harris, I believe, so that's our plan.
Well, this is interesting. There's a submarine on our bow. I can't hold the camera steady because it's on full zoom, but there we are. It's a submarine exercise area, and this submarine's obviously taken this exercise this morning. Big.
Well, that submarine is still on the surface. We're quite fascinated. We often pass over what's called submarine exercise areas, but we very rarely see them. This one's been on the surface for a little while now. We are happily motor sailing, making good time, making a good average 6.1 knots, I think. Bit of blue sky there, look, the sail is up. She's given us a bit of push. A few more degrees of the wind coming around and we would be able to sail, but not quite yet.
Well, here we are. Sorry, it's very, very shaky. I'll steady her off a bit. We have our submarine exercising in our submarine exercise area. I'm assuming it's British. There we are. How does it hold its position? Bit of swell on the side there.
We're getting some great views on the way in. There's some islands. This is the Outer Hebrides. As we're coming by, it's great. The sun's come out, which is lovely. I believe this island just here to our right is Scalpay. We can't take the Scalpay entrance because there's a bridge over to Harris. And we will not fit under that, I don't think. It's very close, so we're not going to bother with that. Instead, if we go in from the south end, there's a ferry route in, so we're going to take that because we think it's probably the safest option for us. The skipper's on the phone. He's going to try and contact East Lock Tarbert to see if they've got space for us in the marina. If not, we will go on anchor somewhere, so it doesn't really matter. Well, this is the Isle of Scalpay, and we're getting a really nice view of, I think this lighthouse is called Island Glass, which is a lovely red and white stripy number. It's quite low lying Scalpay, but not the stuff in the background. That has got some depth to it. We're going in there, but lots of sort of mountains all around. Another island behind us. This is the skipper pretending to do something. The no hands. The no hands trick.
Autopilot.
This is our mooring in Tarbert. We came in yesterday actually, but we forgot to film it and let you know. We are right next to, just over there's the ferry terminal, but we came in from over here. Doesn't even look like there's an entrance, it's all islands, but it's quite well marked and clear. Today we're off for a little explore. We've arrived at the Harris Tweed Isle of Harris store. Be churlish not to go in. Well, we're inside and we are surrounded by beautiful Harris Tweed. Oh, Alan's decided he's trying on what looks like a sort of waistcoat jacket, a winter jacket. Oh, that looks pretty smart, actually. Look very nice with the shirt underneath.
Might be a bit bijou for my frame.
Oh, I don't know. Looks good. You're in. Very nice. I had no idea that you could get Harris Tweed shoes and slippers, but there is an entire array. So we decided to hire ourselves a little gold car over here, and we're going to go and explore Calnish Stones. Okay, we just thought we'd talk a little bit about the fact we didn't expect the Outer Hebrides to be like they are. I thought they were going to be quite low-lying and flat, and I couldn't be more wrong. They are massive sort of mountains and hills, and as we drove here, we came through an area that was just lots and lots of lakes. We were just weaving through them.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really surprised me is how much fresh water there is. It's almost like pockets of land interwoven with huge amounts of freshwater lakes. Very beautiful and very sparsely populated. We were just reflecting on what it would be like to live here, because you are a bit of a distance from the mainland. It's not too bad a distance from Skye, but then you've got to go across the Minch basically to get to the mainland. And just, you know, if as long as you're fit and healthy, I imagine this would be quite wonderful place to live. And but yeah, we're going to go to Stornoway and find out what the bigger towns are like, and we'll report back. But at the moment, it's really impressive, really amazingly beautiful place. They're called blackhouses because the central hearth didn't have a chimney, so the soot accumulated on the walls.
So we are at Arnold Blackhouse. I'm stood in the garden area where they kept the what looks like the hay piles or the wheat piles. And this is a Blackhouse window. What you can't tell when I'm stood here is what we can smell. And it smells like they're burning peat inside. Got a very distinctive smell, and they would have peat fires inside their blackhouses that were never allowed to go out. Let's see if we can find our way in. Oh, there's a big pile of peat there, look.
You can smell it, can't you?
Yeah, you can really smell it. Oh, it's low and dark. Gosh, I don't know what the camera will pick up in here. It goes slowly. Oh my!
Stand up in there.
I'll tell you when I'm in. Oh, it's cool. Yes, you will. Come in low. Keep head lower, lower, lower.
How small are these?
Stay low. Stay low. You're not in yet. Keep going. Keep going. Now you can stand up. How small are these people? They're a lot smaller than you, Smith.
I reckon. Smells of peat, doesn't it?
Smells of peat in here. So this was about 100 years old. What did you say about your first house?
Well, my first house in Sheffield was about 1889, I think. So this is... My first house was a lot older than this one.
A lot older than this one. It did not look like this, just to reassure you. It looked much more like a normal house. But really quite a low roof. They would have kept their animals in here. Apparently the animals were kept inside because it kept it warmer.
And you needed fewer buildings.
Fewer buildings, yeah. So we're going through. Keep low. Keep really low. Oh, now we can smell the peaty fires. This is where they kept the animals in this bit. They kept their food in the other one, I think. So you can see the stalls, can't you? The baskets for feeding the animals. And you can actually see the drain in the floor to help clean out the wastes. Chicken boxes.
Got a fire burning.
Yeah, that's what we can smell. Is it in there?
Yeah.
And so this bit where Alan's gone is the living quarters. Oh, look at that. Oh, the smell is amazing. And the smoke rising from these peat fires
Where's the hole in the roof?
went up to the ceiling. And all the tar and the bits out of that impregnated the straw on the roof. And that enabled that straw to be taken down and used as fertiliser. And they put new straw on quite regularly. Very basic accommodation. Got a dresser.
I thought there was supposed to be a hole in the ceiling for the smoke to get out.
I thought there was in the original description. Look at that. Big wooden bench.
So this is where you sleep.
Bit of tweed, but they've got a bed box here. They used the bed boxes to help keep them warm, didn't they?
Just get in here and see where they sleep.
Right, I've got to get in here apparently. This skipper is so demanding. Doesn't matter what we do.
Sleeping quarters.
Would you fit?
No. We'd have to knock through.
Look at that, wooden bed boxes filled with straw. And you get to put your blankets and things on top of that. It's actually bigger in here than I expected. Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Windows.
Nice.
Let's
Booze?
see a table. That's not booze, that's a hot water bottle.
Oh, okay. Hot water booze.
That's not hot water booze that you take to bed. Wardrobe. The smell is utterly fascinating. I wish we had smelly vision. Well, I've just come through there. It's a bit low. You can see Alan's head at the top. He's decided it's not coming that way. He says hands and knees, it's not for him. They went from black houses to what they call white houses. So these were built with limestone on them. So they were known as white houses. So this is the contrast. They went from the one we just looked at to this. Well, it feels really different, doesn't it?
Well, it's just very modern, isn't it? I mean,
60s chairs.
Yeah.
Still quite basic though.
Yeah.
Living area. So the other side, I'm guessing, is the sort of kitchen area, the food area. Look at that stove. A bit different to the peat fire. That must have felt quite modern. And it wouldn't have been filled with smoke because they had chimneys. They could dry their clothes in here nicely. All this we see beyond the cars is really close to the sea. They had amazing location. Location, 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 they got it.
It's 8 o'clock at night and we're at Luskintire Beach. Apologies for the dreadful pronunciation. It's a sandy beach, biggest sand dunes I've ever seen.
Enormous.
Absolutely huge, mountainous.
We've not seen it yet, have we? It's this way.
The beach, no.
Getting there now.
And there's not a zephyr of wind.
No, not here there isn't. It's quite windy on the other side of the island where we are. We're very nearly there. Excuse the camera jumping up and down a bit, but this sand is so soft. It just squishes under your feet. Oh wow. Look at this. Breathtaking.